Hey, how you doing? Check out this game. It's called Superflight. Like, look, you can fly and you can like also like type shit in like, and oh, it's a map. Whoa, look at this. Anyways, I want to be flying around a bit and also talking about things. Yeah, got the shitty mic out. It's 11:39 on a Monday night. Got class tomorrow morning. You know, I'm kind of fucked. You know, not like absolutely fucked, but just kind of fucked. Trying to like look for a job because I haven't had income for like over a year now. I'm just kind of running out of savings. Like, you know, living with family and shit. Yeah, that's nice and all, but you kind of want to get things of your own. And you try to budget that, and then eventually, oh yeah, you teleport to other levels by like leaving. Like, watch this. And wait, come on, where the fuck? There we go. And now we're in a new level. Shit 2. Anyways, thing about yeah. Oh yeah, the job thing. That's what I was trying to remember. Thing about jobs is that it seems like you gotta like be doing stuff since you were born if you wanna get like a career that's like really lucrative. Or at least for me, that's what it feels like I had to do because I can't get shit. Like for a while I was figured, yeah, I'll just do something for video, I guess, but I'm pretty sure YouTube will carry me out of here. And then like one day the YouTube does get successful, and then you realize, oh, it's only successful if you do this, this, and this, being, oh, this, you gotta turn on ads, this, you gotta set up in-video sponsorships, and this, you gotta worry about monetizing and content and watch time and fucking merchandising and starting a podcast and becoming a personality-centric thing, so it's easier for you to make shit. Man, I don't know. It was just kind of that point while I was at the beginning of this year when I had a hot streak with my weekly videos. It was like, yeah, this is it. I'm on my way. And there's sort of like a sudden realization, or like sort of like something I didn't really want to acknowledge at first. But it's like, oh, turning on ads. I don't really want to, really don't want to do that. And then you kind of think, oh, what if I did? It's like, that'd be annoying, right? To anyone who watches YouTube regularly, that wouldn't be annoying. But to me, it's just kind of like, oh, so you sure you want to like put this shit here? You want to like make it official that, and possibly build a reliance on an unsustainable and unreliable source of income because of how notorious YouTube is with its advertising policies. I don't know, it just had like bad idea written all over it, even though it's like, oh, why did you do it? It's free money, right? But I just hate the idea of just like, here's something I made. But first you have to watch this fucking guy advertising about his 6-week course on how to make money reselling Chinese garbage on Amazon, right? Oh, you go Alibaba.com and buy 32 toilet brushes in bulk and sell them for $10 each on Amazon. Oh, easy passive income. My fucking ass, dude. When was the last time anything advertised on YouTube? Oh, 4,000 fucking points. When was the last time anything advertised on YouTube that wasn't like a giant fucking company already was anything good? I don't know. Like, if you have the advertising budget to spend it on YouTube, right? Because I'd imagine shit's not cheap when it's the only, not the only, but like pretty much, no, it is the only video sharing site with a good ad network around, right? I'd imagine it's not cheap. So, but anyways, I don't know, just having a personal YouTube channel, it didn't pan out the way I thought in my head. But also for like, it wasn't just that. That's just like, I should have stressed this at the beginning. It's more like a multitude of smaller things that all added up this year, and now I'm just kind of sitting here like, welp. And the most annoying thing about all of this is that it feels like my own interests are just so fucking turbulent. Like, goddamn, I can't just like something for more than a year at once. Like, a year ago, I wasn't making the videos I'm known for now, or at least what most people know me for now. And I don't know. But basically, what else is bugging me? Like, obviously, you know, I'm gonna get a new map going. Like, you can create a map with the seed. Like, I already said that, but let's do corn puffs. Is it puffs? Is it puffs or pops? Cool. This is the shittiest map I've ever played. Anyways, that's another reason YouTube's got me down, or at least having the main channel got me down. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna start uploading on this main thing. There's nothing that pisses me off more than seeing someone start a main channel, and then their secondary channel gets bigger than the first. That fucking pisses me off so much. It's just not because of like some sort of not because of the creator being flaky, just because it looks wrong. You know, it's like your biggest content is on a second channel, then just get a different branding for it or something, like Linus Tech Tips. Don't be like Guy YouTuber and then Guy YouTuber Vlogs, but then the guy only starts regularly uploading to Guy YouTuber Vlogs, or that becomes the biggest channel. I don't know, it's just really visually unappealing. So don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna like become a regular uploader on here. It's just a dumping ground. Which is also why the branding is so fucking scuffed. Like, what does Jinjo Gaming have to do with wavetro? Anyways, oh, I fucked myself. Or not, I fucked myself. Should really get a new level. But anyways, yeah. What else has been bothering me with my YouTube? I had to recently shut down my Twitter because it was just getting really ugly last summer, and I mean the site itself, like that used to be my favorite fucking website too. Like I said, Instagram, that's fucking boring. You're looking at pictures, you're looking at stupid memes you ripped from Reddit and iFunny. Yeah, check this shit out. Look. Boom, you can share words and like, well, not that, it's more like the things that you posted, the people that would see it would be mutual people, and those people and mutual people of those mutual people would see it, and it felt like you're connecting with more genuine people rather than being served up on Facebook's algorithmic whatever, right? Because like it's like Instagram is the same model as YouTube, where at 1 second you could be watching a video about fucking Louis Rossman complaining about New York City rent. The next minute you're watching a video about fucking airplanes from Wendover Productions or some shit, and it's just so disjointed. Well, meanwhile on Twitter, it's like if you like something, you'll eventually find more people that like similar things. It was just all connected. But because of that, all it took was fucking dumb shits from Tumblr to migrate over here, and K-pop stands to just like start fucking everything up, and pretty much putting cancel culture in on steroids. And then it's like all it took was this year, and then I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm out. So I don't use Twitter anymore. And honestly, one of the better decisions I made, Discord is a fucking saint, right? Like I remember I was hesitant to open a server after my last one ended in flames of drama, but I opened one up for only for my patrons, and then the Patreon shut down. So now it's just kind of open and public, but not really publicized. You know, the link is just sitting on my website to join. But yeah, Discord is just so much better because at least like of course it's probably like not a good idea to like avoid people with different perspectives and just always be in an echo chamber. At the same time, like Twitter is just kind of like doing that, but way too much. And even then, people on Twitter always stay in their bubbles anyway. And what's convenient for people who use Twitter is that it's easy for them to go to the other bubbles that they don't like or they're enemies with and just start a mud-slinging fight, right? Oh shit! Nearly died there. But it's a nice map. But with Discord, it's like you can like you just talk with people and you move on from shit, since like chatting stuff that you chat about gets pushed up instead of constantly recirculated. Like you don't just stick on like one topic for so long, and you basically have a degree of control of who you get to interact with, and you just meet new people, and friendships you make with that are even better than the ones you make on Twitter. Like, don't get me wrong, old Twitter was pretty great. Like, I used it even when I had my fucking stop motion channel as a kid back in 2012. But those days are long gone, right? The very thing that made Twitter so much fun to use is now its greatest weakness. Is what else? And oh yeah, and the thing that ties into it being about YouTube is just that like having a Twitter is like kind of seems like an almost important asset to being a YouTuber, or at least essential. That's the word, essential. Because like, God forbid, your channel accidentally gets nuked off the face of the earth, or a video is striked wrongly, or whatever shit. It's like the go-to method seems get your followers on Twitter, assuming that you've been a fucking shill and telling your YouTube viewers to follow you on Twitter. So you take your Twitter followers and you all go at Team YouTube and be like, hey, what the fuck's wrong with my video? Put my video back, right? I don't know. And then it's like, why do I keep saying I don't know? And then, for whatever reason, that will get you more help than emailing YouTube ever will, or some shit. I don't know, it just seems fucking stupid, because, like, YouTubers also be like, oh, use Twitter to connect with people. Like, important people that could help you with your career, and it's like, whatever happened to fucking self-made? I don't know, it just feels... This doesn't feel very, holy fuck, these combos, dude! This feels disingenuous, yeah. Not to discredit anyone who has a YouTube and Twitter, right? But you know the type where you have people who just like plug the shit out of their Twitter or YouTube, or they're just their channel is so superficial, or just like superficial channels like, you know, the big bad Jake and Logan Paul types who are just the absolute opposite of, like, you know, non-fake and just not genuine. Well, not opposite. No, sorry. They are not fake and the opposite of genuine. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, I don't know. Twitter's just bad vibes all around. And it's funny how even I tried Instagram again. Even that's more tolerable than Twitter, because Instagram's algorithm has gone as fucking psychic as YouTube's, where like Instagram is pretty accurate at finding, you know, decent photos to look at, even though it's a lot less personal, at least a lot less direct like Twitter was. Since Twitter was more like a giant open forum, and Instagram is more like, oh, I like these pictures, yeah, it's pretty cool, but you don't really make friends on there. Even though Instagram has always had its own host, oh fuck, host of like problems with celebrity culture and shit, but whatever. Point being, Twitter was kind of glued to being part of a YouTuber, and then like now Twitter is just shit. So fuck. What do you do now if you need YouTube's help, or if you want to have a place to send updates to your viewers or whatever? I don't know. And if you only use Twitter for like memes and shit, like if you only use Twitter like Instagram, where like you're not following to keep up with certain like people, but rather just general interest, and you have like no fucking attachment to like connections made on Twitter, or like you're not bothered at all by Twitter being like, hey, I'm gonna put random tweets on your timeline because you're following someone who liked this tweet, who is friends with this other person, and their grandma knows their cousin, so that's why you're putting this tweet. It's like this sort of fucking stupid excuse to put these random strangers' tweets on your timeline, and it turns out it's about the topic you're trying to avoid on Twitter all day, and try to not have the people you're following, you do want to hear that from them, right? But if you're only in it for like memes and shit, then yeah, Twitter is still fine. But if you're like trying to use it genuinely to like talk and interact with people, there's gonna be a point where like there's some days where you just don't want to fucking hear about some shit, and Twitter will just keep plastering it in your face, even if you like install a plugin to hide the trending tab or some shit, right? It'll just be like, oh, a person you follow also follows this person, or this person liked this tweet, and it's a tweet about some dumb shit, right? Man, I got on the Twitter tangent for way too long. But yeah, you probably have a good idea of why I dislike Twitter, and for that I dislike the idea of being a YouTuber as a career, just because it seems so intertwined. Maybe that won't be the case in the future, but for now, like, you know, now as in like, hey, I gotta pay the rent tomorrow now, you know, it's just not appealing. I'm gonna hit 10,000. Ooh, 10,000, 11,000, 11,328. Pog you. Yeah, I've been watching a bunch of Twitch too. Got back into that. Anyways, what else? So I've talked about why I haven't been, not uploading on the main channel, because YouTube in general, and just like, videos in general is just kind of like, Well, specifically my animation. That's what I was trying to get into. So, things I don't like about YouTube include Twitter, They include what is it? Oh yeah, how much you have to worry about marketing yourself. Reason number 3 of why I'm fucking tired of just like the idea of having a healthy, regularly running YouTube channel is specifically in my case with the wavetro channel, is animation in general. This one's a pretty bad one because I feel like this whole time I've been in animation for the wrong reasons. Like, don't get me wrong, as a kid I like to draw like weird characters and shit, and that art style is visible with my characters now. They're like pretty simple and shit, but I'm just not really interested in basic art principles. Like I've said it before, like fuck it, I don't give a shit about anatomy, I don't give a shit about colors, or like I don't fucking find joy in like, oh look how cool my character looks. Like I don't know, it's just I feel very fucking shit. When it comes to doing animation stuff, it seems like you'll find good friends in art and whatever if you like everything visual about it, not rather like the videos you'll literally make or the stuff your characters do. Like maybe a lot of artists also like doing that, but for the most part there's this huge fucking emphasis on visual aesthetics. You know, it's art. It's fucking yeah, 2D and 3D art. It's like, you know, visuals. So naturally people are most interested in like having designing characters. I don't know. It's just that like anytime I've been like, fuck, that was so shit, casually invited to like even slightly mingle with an animation community, it's like I can't relate to them at all in my video making process because I'm just doing it for totally different reasons, right? And I just kind of feel like a fucking fraud. Like, what am I doing? Why am I a fucking animator if I really don't give a shit about art, right? At the very least, I just like making something that looks good enough, which is why like my shit you could say is like minimalist. I remember like one comment on my videos like, graphic designers be like, because all my videos are like red, yellow, blue, or green, and they have like a half-tone comic book Bayer dot pattern on it. I just thought it looks nice. I'm not really like obsessed with the inner aesthetics and beauty of sending a message with minimalism and no words and this stupid artsy fartsy bullshit. I don't know. Right? And so eventually you think, won't that bite you in the ass later? And I figured somehow it hasn't, so it must be working for me. And now it's like, wrong. Because you know what I can't do? Like, for the past fucking month or two, I just cannot will my fucking ass to open Blender. Blender 3D. The fucking thing I spent like, what does Steam say? Like 2,000 hours on that thing. And now I can't fucking open it anymore. Because all I can think about is like how much faster people are improving at 3D around me. And how much time I have to spend on making one of my videos. How much effort it takes because I'm not that interested in like most of the... Oh shit, 4,000 points again. I'm not that interested in like most of the production of making a 3D video. I just like really like the outcome and like maybe the animation, but mostly like the writing and the story setting, right? But the reason I got into 3D in the first place was because like I felt like I had an obligation to continue a series that I had from a unlikely successful YouTube channel as a kid, which involved me animating toys. You know, probably a good number of you know Go-Go's Crazy Bones, you know, Gear, Fist, and Cody, the big trio, right? You've seen them in my video 10 years later, those three dudes. That was the main reason I got into 3D, because I was tired of making those stop motions as a kid. But I felt like, oh, I owe these people to continue this, right? I mean, I have this audience, I might as well. So that's how I started in 3D. And then I stayed in 3D when I hit teenagerhood and I was getting fucking moody and depressed and shit. And be like, I don't want to do shit, but I kind of want to do 3D. And I like to thank Blender for that, like getting me through that point. But now I'm just doing it now. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. All I can think about is like, why the fuck do I want to open Blender right now? I fucking hate sculpting. I fucking hate modeling, right? I fucking hate rigging. Animation is okay at best. And I don't want to fucking worry about lighting and rendering. Like, even if I try to like something technical about Blender instead of something artistic, all I can think about is how fast Blender's evolving and how many new features there are, and I just feel like fucking left behind all the goddamn time, dude. Like, I have no time to focus on the core of the video, because I really, what is it? Because I'm just kind of like doing so much for like this one video when I only really like the core of it, right? It's just the funny part, like the actual dialogue. But I have to worry about animating all this and modeling all this to get something on the screen, right? And for whatever reason, I have an aversion to using live action subjects and just people, right? Maybe not so much real life cameras. That sounds pretty interesting. It could be a nice change of pace, but I felt like I'm just fucking a fraud this whole goddamn time. That's at 4,000 points. This whole goddamn time for spending so much time on animation, because I just feel like I'm doing it for the wrong reasons and I never really liked it. Yeah. And now I have like all this time spent on it, right? But I haven't gotten much more skilled at it in like 2 years. I've just been kind of coasting off like what I've known from like my old channel. Like I haven't gotten any like that much better. At least that's what it feels like. Like I know there's like the attempt to upgrade the look and like the video Airbnb, but like still. Fucking hate worrying about the animation. Why can't someone else do it for me? And you can't just easily do that unless you have money, right? And then you have to worry about making sure that person has makes something that looks artistically good that you like, and it's like, well, shit. It's kind of weird how I like worry about how something for me aesthetically looks, even though I'm so goddamn lazy and hate basic art principles. I don't know. I just feel like I gotta switch out because all that fucking like weird resentment and then me going, but you know what, I can stick with it, is now resulted in me just like being sick of it, right? Because shit, I started working on a video in August. Well, and after I wrapped up the Patreon, after I killed it and made Airbnb in July, and then in August, which was like a month ago, I started making a video, but my momentum was still kind of gone. Right, because you know I was able to do the videos at the beginning of the year every week because I was just going and going and going and going. I had this momentum. I didn't even stop to think. But now I had all this time to stop and think and question because it took me 3 months to get Airbnb out, and that in turn slowed me down. And the real fucking nail in the coffin was when Fall Guys came out, because I hadn't been playing video games that much all year, or really ever, since I've been doing 3D for like 5 or 6 years. Like pretty much barely gamed. Then Fall Guys came out. I was like, hey, holy shit, I gotta grind the shit out of this game. Let me see if I can get 20 wins. And then by the end of the month, I had 60 hours in the game. I had pretty much every achievement except 5 wins in a row. Don't ever attempt that shit. And then I was like, I'm tired of the game. Oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to do 3D. And then all I can think about is, oh fuck, I fucking hate modeling. I fucking hate rigging the model. Fucking hate worrying about having to do lighting. I fucking don't want to do audio editing, even though that's tolerable. I don't want to fucking animate this, even though that's tolerable. Man, I just don't want to do shit. And then at that point, I kind of realized, holy fuck, why was I ever in fucking animation, right? Kind of a weird paradox. Like, if you like just making the story of something, but not like literally making good visuals to it, then what do you do if you don't have money or like someone to work with? And I've been working alone for pretty much forever. Like I've never really tackled, at least for a long time, that I can think off the top of my head right now, something, especially 3D animation wise. No, specifically animation wise, that I collaborated on for regularly or a long time, because I've always just worked alone when it comes to like this sort of all-in focused videos. Nearly said content. I fucking hate the word content. So yeah, that's 3 things so far that are kind of bugging me about YouTube. First one was commercialization. Second one, Twitter. Third one, I don't think I ever really liked animation. I just kind of forced myself to. Yeah, I think I mentioned how animation is just kind of like takes up like 80% of my daily life. It was like my only hobby, making those 3D videos and finding the video format that worked for so long. And then I found it at the beginning of this year, and it turns out it wasn't what I ever wanted anyway. So you might be wondering, okay, shit, dude, is cavefolder still happening? Are we still getting one more video or any videos left with the 3D stickman? And the answer is yeah. I have to go back to that eventually. I have to go back to that like eventually, because like, remember when I closed down the Patreon, I promised people, hey, sorry I shut this thing down. I had all this stuff planned, but at the end of the year I'll put all your names in the credits. And you know what? That's probably a fitting time to do like a final stickman video at the end of this year, right? But cavefolder, that's the real kicker. I mean, not only if I didn't have cavefolder, like if I ended stickman, it'd be good, you know, it'd be like a good idea to just have some basic knowledge of Blender, not like fucking Blender expert level, but just like, you know, if I need to just slap together a logo or just like make something decent quick or just light something really quick, right? In Blender I can just do that instead of being like constantly making it your main thing and being pressured to like evolve to new tech and do this and get this result with this new shader or this new sculpt tool. And I don't even fucking sculpt because I don't fucking draw. Otherwise it'd be in 2D animation. But yeah, yeah, fucking stickmen. The thing about this, that show had a great run at the beginning of this year. It actually had a run. That's not a lot of things that my old scrap projects had. Like, remember my show idiots.exe? It like got pretty much cut off, right? That was the first of many. Then it was Fix the Dog. That got cut off. Then Turtle and Bird. That didn't even get to have a first episode. It was all a whole thing. It's like it's like my fucking interests are so goddamn turbulent. Like, fuck, dude. Where's I going with this? Seems like every other year I just want to do something different, and it just feels like that is like a fucking terrible habit to have. Like, why do I get tired of shit so easily? And maybe it's more that I'm just in the wrong fucking thing I'm doing videos for. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't abandon videos altogether. I've committed to it way too much, too fucking late. It's like my fucking DNA now that I've been doing it so frequently for so long. I even foregoed video games and normal, or at least normal-ish hobbies, right? But 3D animation, which I also sunk so much time into, I've just been doing it for the wrong reasons, and I need to finally accept that. That's a really fucking long way for me to dodge the question about what about cavefolder. So let's see, stickmen. Yeah, I could make a graceful ending to that. But cavefolder. Oh, cavefolder. That's probably kind of a ball and chain for me. I can't run away from 3D so easily, and that's probably a good thing, because the thing with 3D is that if I run away from it and try to throw everything away from 3D and videos again way too strongly, I'm just going to relapse really hard back into 3D and video again, and then the unhealthy cycle begins again, and I'm wondering 2 years later again, what the fuck happened? I just need to find an actual sustainable replacement. Here, watch, I'm going to go in a portal. Ooh, shit, new level. Cool. Anyways, where was I going with this? 3D fucking some shit about fuck, I actually forgot my train of thought. It's actually like the psychological effect when you go through a doorway and you immediately forget what you're thinking about. Oh yeah, cavefolder. Yeah, it's a good thing that, I guess maybe it's a good thing that cavefolder's there to remind me that I shouldn't run away from, like, or at least not run away, but throw in the curtain for good on 3D animation after spending so many years and daily hours on it. Because if I throw it away too hard like I did with my old channel, I'll just come back to it. Because cavefolder is actually, cavefolder episode 1 was the thing I made after I thought I quit 3D and was done with videos and YouTube. And then for whatever reason I decided to give it another try, and I liked it, and then I came back as wavetro after killing off my old channel robot_. We don't want that to happen again. That'd just be a really bad cycle. We gotta break the cycle, and I have to find an actual replacement to 3D as a better video subject, rather like core to my videos, before I can throw it to the wind. But yeah, the real problem about cavefolder is that I never gave it its second episode, and I was like, let me find, because my original plan when I first started wavetro was like, let me find a smaller 3D series to work on. Excuse me, I keep burping. And then while I do that, I can also juggle cavefolder, which wasn't fucking happening, by the way. I can only do like one video series at a time. But shit, sorry. Yeah, now I have to worry about making pretty much an entire series, or I could kill it off like everything else before and disappoint all the people who keep commenting on the video like, dude, this is sick, I can't wait for more. Fuck. I don't know, man. But yeah. Gotta hand one thing to YouTube though that I've kind of learned over all my time spending with it, or so far, or just going into it in the future. There's that whole quantity versus quality debate with YouTube, and people are saying, "Oh, I love how you prioritize quality over quantity," and that was like one of my main motivators for a while, right? It was just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna win out over all these people who are making 3 video game commentary videos a day. I can just make this super high quality shit, and it'll win out against all odds." And I kind of never left, because that kind of attitude you go into 3D animation. 3D animation is not exactly something you can really do quantity with unless you want to fucking make dog shit. And yeah, what I eventually learned over time is that like quantity can be quality, because like in order to get good at quality, right, you have to practice, and practice is like quantity, right? Which I thought was pretty fucking interesting. So if you like can find something that you can crank out a lot of and very fast, you'll learn that thing way faster than a thing that requires quality does. Or at least if you can do smaller projects or smaller learning steps rather than completing one gigantic video at a time, whether it takes a week to make a 2-minute video with stickmen or like months to make 3D animated fucking full characters, or an entire month on a Dat Boy news story. Yeah, but I gotta find something, and I can't really fully leave 3D animation until I know for sure that I found something different to like center videos around. Because yeah, like I said, videos are my DNA, and 3D has been my blood. I need to swap out the blood. I can't also swap out the DNA. That made no fucking sense, but you know. So I don't know what cavefolder is gonna be. Every now and then, you know, I sometimes think about like, oh, it wouldn't be cool if I did this for cavefolder episode 2, and then I remember, oh wait, I have to actually do the making when I get around to cavefolder episode 2, and just the dreaded thought of like making multiple episodes for a full series that lasts a while. Oh god, why am I yawning? Oh, it's midnight. Fuck, it's probably been like 40 minutes, but yeah. At least the show from this year with the 3D stickmen had a run. Like, something finally had a run. I was chasing for that for so fucking long, you know? A regular fucking 3D animated video series, so it was so original without a doubt. And then I made it, and then I realized it's not even what I wanted. Fuck, dude. Like, that was it. I was doing 3D animation for so long because I wanted to make 3D animation, like high quality 3D animation, work with a business model like YouTube where quantity is stressed, even though quality is also important. Like I figured, if I can cut down the quality enough, just enough for me to keep doing consistent quantity, but also be so different in quality, I could really fucking make a name for myself. At least that was like the general inspiration or motivation. I don't really know what my motivation was, because it wasn't money. Because once fucking like offer, I already went over that. Yeah, offer for ads to come along. People say accept sponsorships. Like, no, that's weird. Why would I plague my video with a fucking sponsorship when my videos make fun of things? And then I turn around and go, hey, by the way, raid Shadow Legends. Fuck that, right? And then yeah, once I got to that thing, I could have easily like crashed and burned before I ever got to that like what was the fucking dream again? Oh yeah, a 3D animated series that I could make regularly, right? Fucking finally get to it, and it's not all what it's cracked up to be. And now here I am, right? And well, how do I sum up everything I said? I don't want to squeeze money out of it. I don't want to interact with other people too much. I'm trying to like mirror it with like my points. Wait, let me do that again. YouTube is commercialized. I don't like dealing with Twitter. animation is not something I've just never been interested in, but the craft itself. And I've been worrying too much about quality over quantity to the point where I spend an unhealthy amount of time on a single project at a time, right? So, fucking, yeah, it's just, I was about to like do some cool thing where I take every point of those arguments and just like make this cool little summary, allegory thing, analogy. Fucking dumb, but you get my point, right? The main point is that all these things, all of them separate issues, just happen to all add up this year, and now I'm stuck, and I don't even like what I used to do, what I'd always done for like hours a day for the past 6 years, however many years, maybe 5 years, around there. And oh yeah, I also have to worry about getting a job because I'm in my last year of college. But all that time I spent on videos, and I don't even want to attach my real name to them for fear of being like giving ammo to people who could dox me and ruin my future job. Yeah, or maybe even like stain my name forever, you know? Fuck. I really fucked myself over. What job could I possibly have if I've been spending my time on stuff I can't even show to people with my name on it? I guess sooner rather than later, I'm glad I made the realization. Like, but you know, there's still so many questions. Like, ones I've already answered in this video, but it's still just kind of hard to say that I'm gonna do this and then like actually put it into action tomorrow. Like, oh, what's gonna happen with cavefolder? Oh, I might kill it, but I would like to continue it. Oh, what's gonna happen to stickmen? This show had a good run, unlike anything else I've ever tried to attempt with 3D videos before, so I can give that a nice ending soon, right? But none of that is actually really there. Like, I say I'm gonna do this, but it's only September. There's only 3 months left in the year. Like, and there's only like an entire 2 semesters before the end of college. Is it really on paper yet? Am I really done? Because all I know right now, like right now, today, fucking 12:16 a.m. is that I'm fucking sick of 3D. I'm not really sick of videos, because it's not true that I'm sick of videos. I almost thought I was sick of videos, but it's really 3D. I would like to keep making videos somehow, because I tried other things like fucking coding websites. And did you ever hear user experience design, UX? I tried that for like 2 days, and I already see like, oh, it's probably not gonna work out for me. A lot of fucking writing, and I don't fucking like reading. I do like writing though. That actually could work for me. I don't know. What else? What other things did I try? But yeah, basically, it'd be kind of foolish for me to not use my video as a backbone as maybe something for my job, and then that same backbone as something for fun. Because for fun it was originally 3D along with that video, and now I just don't like 3D. That's the fucking, I don't know why I keep dancing around the point. That's really the point of today. I'm sick of fucking 3D, and I don't know what to do. You know, if you skip to the end of this video, right, that's what you take away. I'm sick of 3D, and I don't know what to do. Nothing is on paper. I think I have plans of what I would like to do to fix this. I have to eventually come back to 3D to tie loose ends, and yeah. I thought I had it all figured out. But hey, this is a pretty sick game. Oh, I actually want to show you this thing, by the way. Check this out. Did I do this one already? I might not have done this. This is just one of my favorite... Oh, wait, fuck, I accidentally added a slash. This is one of my favorite levels. Because, like, you can, like, just do this and rack up dummy points. Wait. Fuck, wait, I did it wrong. Watch this. You just go in through here, and then you... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Then you go on the right. Ooh. And then you go in here. And then you just go through here. And fucking madman, look at that number. Listen to that noise. 5,000, 6,000, 6,300. This is such a good fucking map. Damn, Daniel. I should end it on white vans. That'd be funny. See, that's a good one. Oh, that's fucking... No. Better. Okay. So yeah, that's really the whole gist of the video. I'm sick of fucking Blender 3D. I'm sick of 3D animation, and I don't know what to do. Fuck, dude. It really does feel like I'm a bit of a fucking fraud, because like along the way I've made friends who are actually passionate about animation, right? They care about their visual craft, And they also care about their characters doing things in the stories they do. And meanwhile, I only just like the last part. Like, I just want to make characters do things, and for some reason I don't like using real life people. Yeah, just not really big on art culture. Where do I fit in? I don't want to fucking share. Like, no, I'm adding too many words to this already. I gotta wrap this up. Let's call this part the end. So, thank you for listening. If you've been listening this far, I know I've been kind of repetitive. I'm not really good at like talking at uninterrupted lengths of time and being coherent about it. Like, I know to other people it comes so fucking naturally. And it's like, nice, dude. That's like, not like sarcastically, but like actually nice. But hey, this is a start. I might fucking play Superflight and talk for an unreasonable amount of time again more often. You know, not like fucking, I mean like more than once, not often. I don't want to say often because like I don't want to fucking flood this channel with videos of me playing Superflight like every single goddamn day. That'd just be fucking annoying. But I just don't have that much to talk about, right? I just don't get to talk much, period. Weird. Kind of therapeutic. But yeah, I should really cut myself off now. So yeah, thanks for listening, and who knows what's gonna happen, but I'll see you around.